Hey YouTube, it's Marquita and Krista, and today is Veda Day number 31. Yay! I have recorded 31 vlogs in 31 days, and I am so proud of myself.
Hooray.
So, we are going to end the Veda challenge with questions from you guys, the subscribers. So, in sake of time management, I went through all of the questions that were asked, and some questions didn't make the cut, and some questions were condensed down because I don't want to make this a 30-minute vlog. So, we're going to get into the questions now. So, what I did was I separated the questions into different categories. So, relationship, questions about Riley/parenting, questions about TTC, questions about cloth diapering, and then just random other questions. So the first category is relationships. When you got married, did you take Chris's last name? Yes, I did. I know that a lot of lesbian couples either keep their respective last names or they hyphenate. We did not hyphenate. I felt that it was important to take Krista's last name because their family lineage is really important and they really stand by their last name. So I decided to take it so that we can continue that family name. While pregnant, were we still active sexually? And if so, was it hard? Oh wow. So yes, the answer is yes. And was it hard? I guess like in the
Yes.
in the second and third trimester, there was, as you guys saw from my journey, Riley, I was big and pregnant, and it takes some logistical work to get things going. So
And it kind of made me uncomfortable a little bit. So.
yeah, it's a little weird to have a baby inside of you that moves, especially in the second and third trimester when you can feel them moving, and then in the third trimester when you can definitely see body parts and things moving. Trying to time things when the baby is asleep, it just doesn't really work out that way when you have a baby inside of you, and it's just really kind of weird, especially with the big belly. So it took a lot of logistics, and then at certain points it just was like it's not worth the hassle. So yeah. Okay, so those are the only questions that we had for relationship. As far as parenting, so someone wants to ask Riley, did we figure out her eye color yet? And we have not.
They change from day to day.
Mm-hmm. Some days they're what?
Gray.
Mm-hmm. And then some days they're green. Some days they're hazel. Some days they even look brownish. So I don't know what they're going to be. They might just end up being brown at the end of it all, but yeah. Is Krista Riley's full legal parent? Yes, she is. Does Riley have Krista's last name? Yes, she does. We all have the same last name in this household. And Krista's, I think someone else had asked about the birth certificate, and Krista and I's name are both on the birth certificate, so legally, Krista is Riley's full legal parent. Do we plan on doing a second parent adoption? I don't know.
I don't know.
It all depends on how things go in November with the election. As long as gay marriage stays legal here, then I don't think that we'll be required to do a second parent adoption. And we don't really have those issues with family members. I don't have to be worried that like my mom or Chris's family is going to come and try to split up our family if something were to happen to either of us. So, and our wills are done that way as well. So I'm not really worried about it. Do we want more children?
I mean, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
It's just
do.
a matter of time.
Yeah. We want more. We only want what? One more?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have three. It's an odd number. I know that sounds awful, but it isn't. We have three, then we have to have four to even it out. And if we have four, then that's just too many. So we'll probably just have one more. How long do you plan on breastfeeding? until Riley self weans. I don't think I want to go as far as the lady on the Time magazine cover, but however long she wants to breastfeed, that's how long we're gonna breastfeed for. Do we bottle feed Riley?
Yes.
Yes. We bottle feed her whenever I'm not here or if I'm tired and don't really want to nurse. Nursing is really kind of exhausting. I know that that might not sound logical to someone who's not nursing, but it can be really exhausting. And so there's some times when I just don't want to have a nursing session. So we'll feed her from a bottle, but I don't think she takes bottles very often.
Yeah.
No, it's not very often. What bottles do we use? We use Medela, and they come with the breast pump that we use. I use a Medela breast pump as well. Are you going to have Riley baptized, christened, or blessed? No, she'll probably have a ceremony with her godparents, but that is probably about it. Yeah. When Riley grows up, do you plan on homeschooling, private schooling, or public schooling?
Um, I mean, we talked about it a lot. Public school, definitely not. It's not even an option.
Mm-mm.
Um, I'm all for the homeschooling until she's ready to go to school. When she decides she wants to go to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll definitely be a combination of things. We definitely want her to be socialized. I don't want her to be one of those spoiled kids or kids that are kind of socially awkward because they were just around adults their whole lives. But she will definitely be getting homeschooled as soon as she's old enough to comprehend things. We will start working on letters and numbers and everything else that she needs to know for school. And then if we, when she's 5, we get to that point, she'll definitely be going to a private school. Like Krista said, public schools will never be an option. um, as Riley gets older and learns how to talk, what will she call you?
Whatever she wants. As far as variations of mom.
Yeah, there's no men in this house, so there will be no um, Papa, no Poppy, no Daddy, no variation of any kind of male names. And that's not to knock anyone who uses that. We just want our children to grow up and be proud of the fact that they have 2 moms and one's mom or mommy or mama or whatever she feels like calling us at that moment. So, are you planning on doing baby sign language with Riley? And actually, hold on, we have to pause. Riley's waking up. Okay, we're back. Riley's just waking up from her nap, and soon she's going to want to eat, so we're going to be wrapping this up pretty quickly. So the last question was, are we planning on doing baby sign language with Riley?
Yes.
Yep. Krista has a family member who is deaf, and we feel like it's really important that our family knows how to sign, and it's something really important for us. So Riley will be starting that in the next couple months, actually. Do we use any baby learning videos with Riley? Not really. Riley and I's routine in the morning usually consists of after she's done with her first nap, we sing songs. I don't let her have any screen time other than I think she's done that newborn stimulation video like twice. And the second time she wasn't even interested in it. But mainly, I play. We have on our I think on our DVR there's on demand there's some videos, but she never watches them. I just need them for like songs. So we sing songs together and we do tummy time, but she doesn't do any actual videos or anything like that. Are we doing vaccinations with Riley? If yes or no, why? Yes, but we are doing selective vaccinations and we are doing them spaced out. Riley will only have 1 vaccination per appointment based on the vaccinations that we choose. Has your mind changed about parenting so far, like pre Riley and post Riley?
No, not at all.
No. I think we had a pretty good grasp on what parenting was going to be. There's definitely been some hurdles to get over, and I don't think I was fully prepared for the lack of sleep and some of the challenges that came along with it, but I don't think any of our parenting choices have changed at all and about how we want to parent her and what kind of parents we want to be. So, What are you looking forward to most with your new life and expanded family?
I don't know. I just take it a day at a time. You know, um, just go with it. I mean, there's things that you can prevent, but just go with it. And life is more spontaneous that way.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that I'm definitely trying to take things one day at a time. Having a new baby, they grow so fast. I cannot believe that Riley is already 2 months. And, you know, this time has already been speeding by. So I can't even imagine when she's older. But I'm definitely looking forward to when Riley and any other subsequent children that we have, when they get older and we can start taking them on trips and seeing the world, and their first international trips, and then trips like going to see the Grand Canyon and Niagara Falls and stuff like that. Getting our children cultured. Definitely looking forward to that. Is there one thing in particular that frightens you about Riley growing up in today's society? Just one thing?
Lots of things.
Hmm.
That's why public school is not an option.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna hate. She's gonna learn to love.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think for me, just society in general and how their views are, and like Krista said, not hating and not, I don't know, not being evil. This whole election and everything has brought out the worst in everyone, and it's just made me really take a step back and figure out how I can, our children are the new generation, so what can we do as parents to make sure that our children don't become these bigoted, mean, evil, hateful people, and, add more love and compassion to the world. So, yeah. Do you feel as though parents who are lesbians are held to a different, either more harsh or lax standard than parents who are heterosexual?
You know.
No, I don't think that we are. I think that we're held to the same standards. I think some people like to impose things, but I don't feel like we are. I feel like people look at us and see that we're parents and we both take care of Riley, and that's the same thing that straight parents do. Um, so, no, I don't think that we are. Okay, moving on to the next section is TTC. When are you going to start TTCing baby number two? We got asked that so many times. That question is in the works. We're trying to figure it out. We just had Riley, guys. I know she's so cute, but we're trying to figure it out and see what we want to do for spacing. And, it took us a long time to get Riley here. So we want to be able to enjoy her before we add another baby to the mix. And, I have my own personal fears about getting back on the TTC roller coaster again. But yeah, it's in discussion. So we will be sure to let you guys know when we start TTCing. I promise. Are we gonna use the same donor for baby number two?
Yes.
Yep. Someone asked, do you and Krista feel that it's important for Riley and her siblings to have the same donor? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we would. You never know what might happen in life, and so as tempting as those cryobank specials for the donor of the month are, we want to make sure that they have the same, so that they're blood related. You never know what might happen. They might need to be a bone marrow donor for each other, or a kidney, or whatever else. So we want to make sure that they're related by blood. Um, let's see. How did you come to choose your donor? We didn't look at nationality, which everyone asks about what Riley's nationality is, and it kind of irks me, but it is what it is. We knew that it was going to be a question that got asked a lot, but we chose things that were important to us, like personality and what else?
Brains.
Yes, very much so. We wanted a very educated donor. Um, that was really it. Personality, education, well-rounded type person. That was what we looked for. We didn't look at skin color. We didn't look at um, personal looks, like how they look. None of that stuff was super important to us. Um, what else? Does Krista plan to carry a child?
Yeah. I
Krista's
mean,
going next.
I don't think that I have much of a choice. So, yeah.
Yep, Krista is gonna be the next carrier. If you have a problem with it, oh well. Honestly, the whole
And a woman.
yeah, she's a woman. The whole stud fem thing, like I've explained in other videos, there is no stud, there is no fem in this relationship. It's Krista and Marquita. So, and we're two women that have two uteruses that work. So, yes. Um, with our next baby, do we have a preference of a boy or a girl? Our first preference is a healthy baby. Second preference would be
A boy.
a boy. We would like to have one of each. That would be nice. Um, so yeah. So Riley can have a little brother that'll be a big brother to protect her. So yeah. All right, moving on. Hush, Layla. On to cloth diapering. Somebody wanted to know what are our favorite brands, and I'm gonna actually do a cloth diapering video because that is such a loaded question. It depends on the situation, it depends on the time of day. But as far as our stash, we have Fuzzy Buns, we have let's see, Fuzzy Buns, Lotus Bums, we have pre-folds from Green Mountain Diaper, we have Kawaii, and we also have Bum Genius. So I would do a completely separate vlog about cloth diapers. What is the hardest thing about cloth diapering a newborn?
I mean, I didn't think there was any hard parts.
No, there's nothing hard about it. Riley was in disposables for the first day of her life, and I don't see any difference between disposables and cloth diapers as far as the ease of use. Cloth diapers are just as easy as disposables, and now the way that cloth diapers are made, they're made to be, they Velcro right on. So or snap. So nope, nothing was hard about cloth diapering her. Not even in the middle of the night with only an hour and a half of sleep. There was nothing hard about it. Has Riley ever had diaper rash? Yes, she had a very, very small one. How old was she?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks old. And we just use a cloth diaper friendly. We use California Baby. And we use coconut oil between every diaper change. And she hasn't had any other issues. So. Are you going back to sleep? All right, now we're down to the random questions. When are we visiting Vegas?
It won't be for a while, probably.
Yeah, we have to get Riley a little bit older. So, but we do have friends in Vegas, and the person I know who asked this question. So, when we make our trip to Vegas, we will definitely be doing a meetup. So I want to see your baby because your baby will be here by then. Are you going to be a stay-at-home mom, or do you plan to go back to work? That's kind of like a iffy question. I'll be a stay-at-home mom until I finish my degree that I'm going back to school for, and I'm going to do a completely separate vlog about going back to school as if I don't have enough degrees. I'm going back to school again. And so I will be a stay-at-home mom until I finish that, and then I will be going back to work. So, but I don't think there's any plans for me to go back to work anytime soon.
Nope.
She would have me at home barefoot and pregnant, so.
Not true.
How old are we?
We're both 26.
We're both 26. We're born 3 days apart. Yes. Do we go to church? If so, what church? No, we are not religious. We are spiritual. I guess that would be the best way to put it. Or, yeah, I guess spiritual would be the best way. We know that there's something out there bigger than us. We just don't really necessarily pinpoint or identify something down. But we have no discrimination against those who are any kind of religion. We have friends from all kinds of religious backgrounds and no religious backgrounds. We have friends that are atheists. So we don't judge what you believe in. So, yeah, it's a wiggle monster, huh? Do we plan on staying in Seattle or will we be returning east? No to
No,
returning. No to returning east. No, we're
not
staying
at all.
far out of the Bible Belt. We don't want to be anywhere where anybody doesn't like us. So no Florida. Although we miss the sandy beaches, we will not be going back there. I don't know if we're staying in Seattle forever.
Wherever there are women and gay and lesbian rights, that's where we will be.
Yeah, as long as we have the rights to our uteruses or uteri or whatever the plural is of uterus, we will be there as long as we have full rights and we don't have to worry about making sure we gather up all of the paperwork to take our kids across state lines. Then that's where we'll move to. We're movers and shakers. Being in the military and moving around a lot, we like to move, but we're in Seattle because we have full rights here and we don't have to worry about someone coming and snatching our rights from us. So yeah, and we're free to choose what we want to do with our uterus here. So what are our occupations? I'm not going into full detail on that, but I was in the social work field, therapy, and Krista's in the aerospace uh, field. Yeah. And last question. How do you feel that you and your wife complement one another personality wise? We're both Aries,
I'm
so
not sure that we complement each other personality wise. See, we just go together. Period.
yeah, it just fits. I don't think there's anything in particular about our personalities that complement each other. It just happens to fit and it works at the end of the day. Because we're both, like I said, we're both Aries, and you're not supposed to lean heavily on astrological signs, but we really do fit to a T what an Aries are. We're bullheaded, headstrong, stubborn. We hold grudges, all that good stuff. So
I don't hold grudges.
unless you push her to the edge, then she does. But okay, that's it. That is the end. Woohoo! Veda is officially over. No more sneaking to record vlogs in the middle of the night. Or in the middle of the day and right before midnight. And no more stressing about what I'm going to record. Now I can just record whatever I feel like it. Just kidding. But I'm going to try to make a concentrated effort to record 1 to 2 vlogs a week. And you guys hold me to it if I don't. Sometimes life gets, caught up and you just can't record vlogs, but I'll definitely be coming back to do my series about natural living, my cloth diapering series, and then just updates on Riley and on our family in general. So thank you guys so much for putting up with 31 days of my videos of me rambling. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I guess that's it. You got anything else to add?
I don't.
All right, well, I'll see you guys when I see you.
Say bye.
Say bye, Riley.
You totally just farted on me.
Bye.